Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live and in effect on a Friday night. As I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device, we are going to go to do our regular thing a little bit early tonight. Wanted to just catch up on some comments and maybe get some of you guys here earlier, and who knows, have a little bit of fun. That's how we're going to do it. Very good. And Jay Hart is first. That's right. Threw some people off, but hey, others came in right in the nick of time. We've got Jay Hart here. THS thought he was first, but close second. Guns and Watches, new person here. Well, it's good to see new folks pop in. Welcome to Michael P. We've got the Saint. Welcome. Good to see you, Salvador, brother. Daisy is here. Good to see Daisy. And Goldchick. And James Smith is here. Very good to see James Smith. The one and the only James Smith is here. James Smith. There's James Smith. Right there he is. See him? He's right there. Everybody say hi, James Smith. The Global Warmer, Robert Koch. And Munch-a-Lot. Very good. Not first, but the best. Thank you so much, Munch-a-Lot. Let's slurp. I slurp a lot. He munches a lot. And I slurp a lot. Here we go. All right. Let's go from 2 days ago about what are the best gold bars to buy. I forgot I did this video. Yeah, I've got almost 5,900 videos on the channel now. So, JHY, what are your thoughts on people that don't have the cash flow to support ounces at a time? I almost feel like getting 5 to 10 gram bars aren't that bad and a cheaper route for people who can't afford bigger quantities at a time. I'm sure it'll cost more, but when it adds up the numbers on JM Bullion, it's not too far off. Yeah, I think that's fine. Although I think there's some fractional coins you can get as well too that do well. And they're the LMU, the 20 franc coins as well. But yeah, I mean, I think you're fine getting some of the smaller pieces for sure. If you can save a lot, yes, indeed. CCT has just made a big confession. And, you know, I think it's a confession that everybody should see. Everybody needs to see this that pops in here tonight. Yes, indeed. So we're going to pin that son of a biscuit. I have this vision of a Cybercurrent Twitcher in bed farting for some reason. He mentioned it one time. It's like, oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Evening to Bill. And good to see Bill. We've got Jose Savage Lee is here. Thank you guys for being with me tonight. So you march on through in this live stream. You guys are wonderful. Super Stacker, what up? How you doing? Good to see a lot of new faces here. Daisy SK is here. Mass Entrainment is here. And there is Robert. Robert is here. Let's see here. Who else is here? Thomas. And Guns and Watch just started checking in and started stacking in January. Wish you would have started 10 years ago. Hey, that's okay. You know what, Guns and Watches, it's never too late, especially with silver's prices now. But, you know, gold or silver, well, gold's up there pretty high. But, hey, it's never too late. I'm glad you're in, and I'm glad you're stacking. Good to see you. Good to see all of you guys. And dear Nibelung, did I pronounce that right? Dear Nibelung, or Nibelung. I want to make sure I pronounce that right. There's dear Nibelung. Good to see you, sir. Fine one. Good evening to you. And Nickel Stacking is here. All right, very good. All right, let's see here. All right, having a little bit of fun tonight. So we've got JM Unleashed says industrial demand is the real driver to the silver squeeze. That's right. It's going to probably take, because that's where the biggest, over half of the silver use is in industry. Everyone who consistently buys and holds is definitely adding pressure. Silver's time will come. It's just a matter of time, in my opinion. You're right. Well stated, JM Unleashed. Stephen is here. I am he, the formless one, the fallen angel watching you. Good to see you. All right, Stephen is here, the one and the only. I've got to get my accent down right to get it. I just can't quite get the old Cockney accent down. All right, the old not Cockney. It's for you know that for Sheffield, the Sheffield that part. Anyways, let's see here. Very good, Jeffrey Jackson. Thank you so much, Jeffrey Jackson. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for popping in, sir. Always appreciate seeing you. All right. Very, very good. Hello, Mark B. Good to see you. Glad you're here. And recession will anchor. Let's see. What is this? If I can find this thing here. Will be the anchor on silver. Silver Supplement is here. Hello, Silver Supplement. Welcome. Glad you're here. And Warren is here. All right. Let's get back to some more comments. We've got William Fender. My gut tells me there's nothing at Fort Knox. That pile was sold off for the country's benefit decades ago. Yes, a lot of people believe like you do. I'm in the minority that thinks it's actually there. But anyways, let's see here. Very, very good. All right, let's get back up here. Silver Patriot says, it will be interesting when the pause by the Fed does occur. I think that will come. That combined with CBDC and other world events will drive prices up. Yes, indeed. Exactly right. There's some things that could just cause gold and silver to go hyperbolic. I might do a video about that. A lot of them would have to happen around the same time. Louis G, welcome. Good to see you. Constitutional Stacker. Have to drive to work soon, but can't hang. But thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. You guys, Constitutional Stacker's channel has been blowing up lately. He's getting very close to being monetized, so check him out. Oh, 365 days of silver. Thank you. All right, he's put me to work already. Let's do 2 push-ups for, I'll tell you what, 365 days of silver. You're the first super chat of the night. And we're going to combine that with the next one. And we'll add that when we do push-ups, okay? If we don't get another super chat in a little bit, then I'll go ahead and just drop and give you 2. But thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. You guys check out 365 Days of Silver's channel. Good channel. Good guy there. And all right, very good. Oh, a G60 Gorilla guitar amp. Nice. Gorilla. That was my first amp, was a Gorilla amp. Yes, indeed. All right. Numismatic Stacker says here, dude, just opened the Keystone Pipeline and watch inflation drop like a bad habit. They're just dumbos and lie to you. That's right, exactly. They should just do that. We should be more energy independent. Exactly right. Very good. All right, let's see here. And, all right, let's march up here and move to the next one here. Silver Patriots here. This is what Pax says on this video. A little bit here. Let's get into this. Let's see here. Pax says the general consensus was the Fed wouldn't pivot until 2025. For the 22nd March meeting, the sentiment prior to SVB was a 50 basis rate hike, and that would have been bad for precious metals. That's right. Partially explains the slide in PMs a few weeks ago. Rate hike of 25 basis points was always going to push PMs higher, as the market had previously factored in 50 basis points. Yeah, as for the quote you gave at the end about PMs not really exploding until the tail end of the crisis, I agree with that fully. If you check the historical charts, you will see this to be true. 2 years after the initial crisis, PMs hit their peaks. Again, this points to a 2025 bull run in PMs. However, the Fed is now 6 to 12 months ahead of schedule. Yeah, as for cryptos, there's very little correlation in the past year between gold and Bitcoin. That's for sure. They've been running opposite of each other, seems like recently, for sure. Thank you. Thank you, Pax. All right. And on the full stack video, if you guys have not seen that, actually posted a full stack video over the summer, which I thought I would never do, but I just got on a roll and started pulling everything out. It was insane in the membrane, but it happened. I was looking at the U.S. Mint. When it's all said and done, I commend you for your endeavor, but the work involved in stacking silver seems like it's just too much physically to get the use I want out of my choice of metals. That's why I choose gold. I use silver to buy my gold, so silver does serve me well, but I look at your 2,000 ounces, and all I think about is the work involved from storing, transporting, and selling. Yep, you're right. That is a big problem. The more silver you get, the harder it is to keep up with, especially if you buy different kinds of stuff. And I've got a lot of different stuff. It sure is. All right. Mark Lewis is here. Good to see Mark Lewis. Welcome. Good to see you. All right. Yes, indeed. And Bob G says here, I would liquefy the gold in muriatic acid. Then it just looks like orange juice. Tell them to take a sip to see if it's real. There you go. I like that. No, you didn't. You have all of the metal. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was just a tease. That's right. I've cornered the silver market. That's right. The Hunt brothers were hunting me down for all my silver, right? No, I'm kidding. All right. Silver Patriot on the video about today's prices being so important yesterday. And actually, that's why today was even more important for silver. I posted a video about that this afternoon. This is an interesting year, so Silver Patriot. The precious metals and so many factors that are going to drive that price in the coming months. Stack on smartly, hold on, and enjoy the ride. If all else fails, hold on to your silver, for sure. Thank you for smashing the like button, Susan. Appreciate it. All right. Good to see you. And let's see here. There you go, Daisy. Yeah, local coin shops. You can find some really good deals at your local coin shops, especially if you develop a relationship with them. My video tomorrow talks a little bit about that, actually. Yes, indeed. Lars Job. Here's one. Carry gold coins with pocket change and put it in an RFID wallet in the change plate. Really easy to do, and they never even glance at it. That's a good point. You can't really carry a whole lot of gold that way, but yeah, you can carry some for sure and get some of it through. That's no question about that. Silver Wolverine is here. Hello, Silver Wolverine. Good to see you. Check out Silver Wolverine's latest video about the markets posted this morning. And let's see here. Oh, thank you, Daisy. I'm honored to have you. I appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me that you're here. I tell you what, it's always warms my heart, by the way. You know, I always say hello to new people and I welcome them and I appreciate them. But I need to say more to thank those of you who take the time to come back time after time. As crazy as and insane and as, you know, I don't know. It's a wonder you guys put up with me. So I'm just thankful that you're here. So thank you very, very much for all my returning viewers. You guys are wonderful. Andy Bosick. I was surprised that gold and silver went up with the raised interest rates. I would have thought the higher interest rate would have pushed the metals down. Yep, exactly. Me too. And that's why every passing day that the metals stay up is even more important than the prior day. And I should have really made mention. I did sort of allude to that in that video, but yes, indeed. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Andy Bosick. Let's march on ahead here to the next one. There's Silver Patriot. He's here. Warren Rosario, I really appreciate everything I've learned from your videos. You are a blessing to the community. Well, thank you, Warren. That's very kind of you to say. And I am honored and humbled that you take the time to watch and listen. And you will find the longer you are here, you will see that I get things wrong from time to time, too. Or you might find that I may say something you disagree with. I definitely don't mean any offense to it, but I'm honored to have you here. And thank you very, very much. CCS or CCT's LCS sucks now. He told me he's taking all silver bullion home and not selling it right now. Yeah, that's crazy. He thinks it's going to go up. Wow. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. All right. Oh man. Well, I tell you what, Constitutional Stacker. You guys, it's the audience and it's the viewers that make this channel what it is. Without you, this channel would not exist. So I'm appreciative, and Constitutional Stacker is learning it too. His channel is really growing, and he's a great guy, well grounded. And so if you don't know who he is, check him out. Good stuff over there, and he's actually been in the community for quite a long time, even though the channel is new, and that's probably part of his success because he's seen the markets and has been stacking for a while, so he's got some experience. Very good. All right. And nickel stacking, believe it or not, makes a mistake from time to time. And by the way, nickel stacking has a fun channel too. And he talks about precious metals and among other things as well too on his channel. He has kind of he has a sort of a flow with his approach there. He does live streams, so check out nickel stacking. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Chuck and Plata is here. Yes, indeed. He was featured in my newest video. Got the turtles. Good stuff. Good stuff. From Chuck and Plata. All right, where are we at? We've got Kevin K. Hold the line. Silver will perform. Those that didn't buy silver and gold are going to poop a brick. Poopy, that would hurt. That would be quite the abrasion on the rectal cavity for sure if they did that. Thank you, Kevin K. Jamie Alton says the rate hike takes the interest rate not even close to capping inflation, so it isn't surprising that the metals and responding. Nope, you're right. And some people say they must be of the equivalent of the mine, because even if they get to 5%, that's a full percentage short. of where inflation is now. I don't know that necessarily correlates, but I don't know enough about how that's measured or anything like that, but we'll see. Rolling Thunder, happy Friday to you. My silver journey is here. Welcome. Bill Mace says, at the end, I would have loved to see you flip the Noah's Ark side. Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right. I'm sorry. I probably should have done that to show it. Yeah, it's a cool coin. Thank you. Yasma says, gold deserves at least $10,000 per ounce in this environment. Yep, no, I hear you. But you think about it, it's retouching record highs. I think anything above $2,000 is flirting with record highs with gold. But what really needs to happen is silver needs to break out. We need to see silver pushing 30 plus, given what's going on. But we're not seeing it. We are not seeing it. Mark Hawley has become my favorite channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Mark. Very kind words, sir. Man, that means a lot. Thank you so much. And when people say nice things like that, honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind is I hope I don't disappoint. There have been some who have been watching me for a long time and then they just skedaddle. Some of them are offended by something. So if I ever say something that offends you, I hope we can work it out. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Justin Turdo. I've got it right now. It's Justin Turdo. Silver will pull back a little, but then it's going up. Dip won't last a couple of days under 23. Yep. Well, I tell you what, it's hanging in there. It's hanging above 23 now. In fact, the market's closed at, let's see, up 11 cents. Whoa, look at that. So it was up 1 cent when I recorded my video, and it ended up 11 cents. Gold to silver ratio is at 85.27. Look at that. The only metal to shine bright today is silver, and it's about what? Freaking time. That's right. It is about freaking time. Type the word freaking in the comment or in the chat here if you concur with that. Virgil Kane, the price values of gold and silver are still highly manipulated. He says here, and the Fed is incompetent, but what do they care? They all get paid $500,000 each year. Yeah, actually, I wonder what the salary is for each of the governors. All right, we've offended Constitutional Stacker. Oh my goodness, we can't have that. Son of a motherless goat. All right, and Cybercurrent Twitcher is offended at every video I post too, and Silver Wolverine has been coming back to these lives time and time again since 2016, and I appreciate it. Do you know why I appreciate Silver Wolverine coming here? It's not because of his personality. It's not because he's a nice guy. It's not because he's a great content creator. It's because we all live in a silver Wolverine, a silver Wolverine, a silver Wolverine. That's right. We all live in a silver Wolverine, a silver Wolverine. Yeah, a silver Wolverine. By the way, I came up with those lyrics all by my lonesome. I had no help from anybody, anywhere. I claimed them for my own. All right. Let's see here. Jeff Kittleson says, COMEX, silver is eligible to be registered. Hope that helps the terminology. Yes, indeed. That's right. Very good. Silver. But the thing is which silver is not. There's some silver that is eligible. There's some that's already registered, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Comment reviews. That's right. That's right. Silver Wolverine. Very good. And let's see here. We've got Don chiming in on this video about the important aspect of silver's prices and gold's prices. By the way, I mentioned Silver Wolverine in this video, or in today's video. One of these videos. Let's see here. It's starting to look like October 2022 stock market low was in fact the bottom. All asset classes were up at the end, and the rate hike cycle is looking to be sooner rather than later. Interestingly, gold viewed as a safer than silver has been outperforming, and tech stocks viewed as riskier than value, and the overall market has been outperforming. So both ends, the ultimate safe haven and the riskiest stock category, are leading the way so far in 2023. Don't forget Bitcoin, it's been up too. Gold still has a lot to prove. It can finally conquer the $2,000 mark. Previous attempts have resulted in periods of decline. That's true. Good point. And silver has not gotten anywhere near that yet, but yes, indeed. Very, very good. All right. Jimmy J is here. Good to see you. Welcome. Glad you're here. Local Coin Review says, my guess, silver and gold down tomorrow. The dark forces cannot allow a gold price of $2,000. Let's see. Well, you were right on gold, but silver actually ended the day 11 cents higher. Crazy. There you go, gold chick. Register your metal with the Fed now. Do it right now. Exactly. Oh, my goodness gracious. You can do it. Register every ounce of your metal with the Federal Reserve. I like it. No, she's teasing. All right, very good. All right, and we've got Tucson Bubba, complete with the bourbon pump. It says the following: I'm buying more gold and platinum this year and just a touch of silver since I have so much already. There you go. I like it. I like it. Oh, is 365 Silver here? He was the only super chatter, so I owe him 2 push-ups. Oh, before we do the push-ups, we got the scammer. Hello?
Hi, this call is from Amazon. We have noticed an unusual activity from 4 different locations and devices. There is one pre-authorized order placed for Apple MacBook Pro and AirPod Pro for a total amount of $1,499. It will be deducted from your account soon. Your reference ID number is 27,369. Was this you? If you have not authorized this transaction, then press 1 to speak to one of our...
Thank you for your response.
That's a different message.
Now I'd like to transfer you to a poll taker for just a few more questions. Please stay on the line.
Hello?
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Take care, Daisy. Let me do these 2 push-ups for 365. Hold on. Let me do the 2 push-ups. For those of you who are new here, every dollar donated via Super Chat, I do a push-up. Every dollar donated via PayPal, Friends and Family, I do 2. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just doubled this. I doubled it for him. I figured might as well. There you go. All right. It doesn't look like we're going to get anybody over here. All right, we'll leave that up for a little bit. But Susan Pitts, China, Russia, BRICS are choosing to decouple from the U.S. dollar. That they are. All of the money printing for bank bailouts, raging inflation, stock market turmoil, you name it. The dollar is toast. Keep stacking, friends. Got to keep on stacking. It's going to... It may take some time for it to fry out, but it will eventually. At the rate they're going, they are killing the dollar, and we can preserve our purchasing power by holding on to gold and silver. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Very good. And we've got Bob Turner says, I have said since last fall that we would see a new gold low, an average at $2,000 by spring 2023, and feel even stronger after the past 2 weeks. All right, very good. Well, hey, we've hit it twice in the last couple of days, $2,000. Very good. All right. Overwatch, stop us, Al. Stop the madness. Get back to the meat and potatoes, please. Well, meat and potatoes... I haven't had meat and potatoes in quite a while, but I usually don't eat meat and potatoes very often. But now I'm very hungry for meat and potatoes. So Overwatch, I'll have to watch that. Now Overwatch, if I eat meat and potatoes, I'll become overweight if I eat too much of them. Are you okay with that? All right, there you go. All right, taking me out of the safe and checking out the pretty dove and arc. Nice, thank you, Bill. All right, very good. So you had one too. You were able to see yours. That's awesome. Amazing Feeders, good to see you. And don't forget to buy your bags of rocks. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Yes, the heart rate up by donating here. Yeah, so what I do is typically, for those of you new here, every dollar donated via Super Chat, I do a push-up. And every dollar donated via PayPal, Friends and Family, I do too. Steve Camistis says, Uncle Sal, this is Steve in Florida. Caught your video and enjoyed it now to the meat and potatoes. Hey, there we go. There's the meat and potatoes again. Amazing. Wow. It's a reoccurring theme. I think tomorrow's market will have silver outperform gold, as we all know that silver lags gold. But these next 9 months will be interesting. I believe we should see $35 an ounce. I'll be safe and continue to stack. Well, tomorrow, literally, which was yesterday when he posted that comment, he was right. Silver's actually up. It's actually up today. Strongman says silver and gold's time to shine will come. Indeed. Indeed. One can make the argument that gold already is. And we've got Mike Kitten says, I'm wondering if gold will go to $3,000 before 2024. Likely not, but anything could happen. Anything could happen. All right. Aaron Daugherty. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Oops. Hold on a second here. He says, this reminds me of August of 2020. I started buying in 2008. I'm holding what I have for now. I'm buying when gold dips again. Sal, it would be great if you touched on the war crisis in Ukraine and Russians scaling up attacks. I believe people will keep running towards gold and up to 2,200 price point or until the war and economic situation calm down. Thank you for the input. Well, Aaron, yeah. There's talk of a potential ceasefire where Russians would stay in country in Ukraine and then rearm and reposition themselves and rest up and then start a new spring offensive. But there's a talk about a spring offensive coming either way, whether the ceasefire is there or not. Let's see here. We have got John Bethia. I believe that the paper markets will sharply drop again so the big money can pull out their profits. Yep. And that's it. We have to keep in mind profit taking too. That people will do, and that's what happens with the with usually the drops. Have a good night, Constitutional Stacker. Appreciate you. Have a good evening, sir. Benjamin says, U.S. debt, government plus private plus corporate will climb exponentially. What comes after trillions? Yes, indeed. Is that quadrillion that comes after trillion? I'm not sure, but it's going to be a number we're going to be looking at in due course. You know, with all the derivatives out there and all the things you're talking about here for sure. Liquid Electrum, up and away. I'll come down in a couple of days. Lil Wayne, there you go. That's right, brother. Thank you. Liquid Electrum, the coin collectrium. It's quadrillions. Okay, thank you. I wondered if it... All right, amazing. I just kind of guessed that, but it is quadrillion. Thank you, JM Unlaced. We have Daryl chiming in here. It says the following. House Slurp, how's it going? I thought maybe you would want to check out Silver Seeker's review of the Mint ID security and the rounds of bars. Yeah, I actually did a review on them, and it wasn't a very good review. I mean, it wasn't a positive review of the Mint ID. I never was a big fan of it. I did that a couple of years ago. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Sandman Slim is here. Hello, Sandman Slim. Good to see you. Christopher Adole chimes in on this video from yesterday. He says the following. New to the silver game, but stacking. Actually trading some of my lower capped crypto for gold. World is getting itchy, twitching, and bitchy. Love your insight. Thank you. Well, Christopher Adelaide, welcome, and I'm glad you're here. And I think you're making a good move. The ultimate instability, I think, is gold and silver in the financial sector, for sure. Yes, indeed. Definitely. A good move, good move. All right, and we've got James Nelson says, gold and silver are up because the dollar is down. They still hold their value. Yeah, that's right. And the Rooster says, really would make me happy to see that base settle at $2,000 an ounce. We will see. Thanks as always, brother. Yeah. And we could be getting there. I think the very fact that we touched on it twice in a number of days means that we're getting very, very close. Thank you, Multitude of Gratitude, says Salgorithm. Thank you. And Silas Marner is here. Good crowd here tonight. I appreciate it. If you guys don't mind, if you could press that thumbs up button. Our goal tonight is 150. Appreciate you guys very, very much. And Roy, thanks for covering the story from India. I am from India, West Bengal. All right, thank you, Roy. Well, I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. I've actually covered more other stories from India and about India and gold acquisition, so I appreciate you being here, Roy. Very kind of you. Erotic Onion, I love that name. That's pretty cool. It'll bring you to tears. Yes, indeed. Is body armor banned in India? Can he make a gold suit of armor? Hey, potentially. Good idea. All right. Hello, Justin Oglesby. Good to see you. And James Smith is still stacking, too. That's great. JF is here. Welcome. CCT, my LCS owner told me he was paying 320 pounds for sovereigns last time I went in. Spot was 375. Good place to buy, but not to sell. Yes. Wow. Crazy. Man. True that. True that. All right. Oh, there are pre-sale, the 1 ounce germanium mint bars. That's cool. To count to a trillion would take 31.7 thousand years. Forget a quadrillion. Wow. Amazing. Hey, Liquid Electrum, thanks for that. And thank you, Michael Stacking. I'm sorry. Yeah, Michael K. Sorry for this algorithm. Mad Jackie. Hey, Sal, storms kept me from up now all night, so I'm rummy today. Running late, but super happy to see you live today. Always teaching the masses you are. Thank you, Mad Jackie. I'm so sorry about those storms. Hang in there and stay safe. Yes, indeed. Stay safe. And I hope there's no damage in your area. Jason King. Let's see what Jason King has to say here. Let's get over here where we can be the most effective. Thanks for explaining metals moved up and held with their latest Fed increase. Wow. Did metals get vaccinated? I guess they did. They got the hit. For sure. Yes, indeed. Hello, Dana Severn. Welcome. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Silver Mustang. Good evening to you. All right. Let's see here and move forward to the next comment as we march on through on this live stream tonight. And by the way, everybody that's here, I hope you will join me on Sunday night. Sunday night, we have our Sunday night market watch when the market's open. In the last couple of weeks, it's been exciting. Either way, even though the markets didn't react like we thought they would, that alone was kind of surprising and shocking. And I think maybe next week will be very interesting to see where the markets go, especially with silver ending the day higher and gold down. What will they do then? All right. Very, very good. And Michael P., hello to you. And say hello to Maggie from me and everybody here. Hello to Maggie. Nomad with guitar. Morgan Silver Dollar is a good investment. There are collectible Morgan dollars. It's probably, I would say, probably one of the most popular coins to collect is the Morgan dollar, which means that probably likely it's going to be a kind of a volatile market in that area. But yeah, they're fun to collect, and you can invest in them, so to speak. It just depends. You put together a set and the dates. I really don't know much about the fluctuations, but what I would consider looking into is take a look at some red books or historic price guides for the Morgan dollars and study them and see. But it's probably its own market. One person you might want to check out is somebody called Numismatic Stacker Channel. He knows a lot about Morgans. He could probably answer some questions for you about that. Cladale. Thank you so much, Cladale. And it's never a mediocre contribution. You're always welcome here, and I'm glad and I appreciate your insights. Yes, indeed. And you being here. Snakebite is here as well. Welcome, Snakebite. No IQ says it might be happening. There you go. And today especially was exciting, I thought. Silver Lunatic. I'm happy I bought Gold Eagles and Silver Bullion last fall when price was low. Me too. I hear you. Yep. It makes us feel better our purchases we've made in the day. Brenda Stedman is here. Let me get over here where I can make this happen. Here we go. 1930s government took all the gold from citizens and made it illegal to have until 1978. Actually, I think it was 74. They didn't really take it all. They required people to turn all of it in except for collectible gold and 5 gold coins, I think, from what I understand. Those TV commercials tell you of old gold coin stash, Klaus Schwab, and you'll own nothing and be happy. Taking gold away again. Think the government doesn't know you have that stack? Well, we can lose it in a boating accident, and there are ways to be able to keep things secret. If you pay with cash, you're more than likely okay. If you pay with credit card, somebody's going to know about it, for sure. But anyways. All right, let's see here. Andrea Marsh, platinum is a greater than gold in its use in hydrogen electrolysis of water for the green hydrogen. Platinum stuck at present price has far more to go than silver. You know, Andrea, I'm pretty bullish on platinum too, but it is somewhat of a riskier venture. But I'm pretty bullish on platinum myself. I am a platinum guy through and through, an admitted platinum bug. Kevin K, I too think today has been interesting. Don't let the haters bring you down. Maybe they bought silver at a high point. Yes, indeed. That's right. Thank you, Kevin K. Yeah, silver did a pretty amazing thing today, I think. The only metal to outshine, and it went up 11 cents at close. Liquid Electrum, thank you so much. Liquid Electrum with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. As a child, I had reoccurring nightmares about counting to infinity. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. Can you imagine counting to infinity? Oh, man. Let's give him 5 push-ups, shall we? Yeah, let's do it. All right. Move this aside. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. I felt that. I felt it. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Liquid Electrum. Appreciate that, my friend. Evil One. It's expected that we are nearing the end of the hikes. I'm more surprised that gold has managed to stay about flat in the last year. From here, the only way is up when rates stay the same or go down. Trust in fiat is lost by more and more people. Yep, that's why you're seeing a lot more stackers come into the fray. Starting to really pick up, that's for sure. Silver Patriot is here. Hello, Silver Patriot. Good to see you. Future green news, that's right, for platinum. Lord Anini, I think I pronounced that right. This is, if this happens, gold will explode to $3,000 in 2023. And this is what they say. As of a few hours ago, gold and Australian dollars went over $3,000. Wow. This is how the current highest it has been since recorded such things. Wow. All right, let's actually check that and see if it is over $3,000 in Australian dollars. Yeah, let's check that here right now and see if that's the case. Let's go over here to do that. Hello, JD. Good to see you, JD. Welcome. Glad you're here. So let's look at Australian dollars. Ah, very, very close to $3,000. Down a little bit today, but very close to 3,000 Australian dollars. Pretty wild. All right, thank you. Thank you, Silver Wolverine. Appreciate it. Joe says, for something so expensive... Hold on a second here. Why am I not being able to see this? Why does this always happen? For something so expensive, it might be a good idea to open capsules upon delivery and inspect a little. Hopefully return refund is granted, otherwise it's basically worth melt value. Yep. I know, it sucks, and I still have yet to call them about it, because I'm outside of my window with regards to this, and I should have opened that capsule. That is completely on me, for sure, so I may be stuck with it. Yep. All right. And we've got Elaine Weddy on this suspicious today. Try to send fake gold from the U.S. to China. China, everybody say China, China. So this whole TSA situation we have in the airports is all about detecting precious metals, because obviously guns are really not an issue with the average traveler. They're looking for your precious metals, period. They will seize your money if you try to take it out of the country. Bet. Yeah, it very well could be an underlying reason behind for it, for sure. All right. Would you choose to buy 1 kilo bars or stay with the smaller 10-ounce bars? I would probably do a mix, but mostly 10-ounce bars, probably a little bit more liquid. And really the premium differential between the two is probably not that much. Although I do have a few kilo-sized bars, which has only been really recently for me. Only recently for me. The kilo bars. But I like them. They're pretty cool. Ah, yes, indeed. Very, very good. Mm. All right, so John Knox says Deutsche Bank is going down. So the epitaph for Deutsche Bank may be coming soon. All right, thank you, Silver Supplement. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate that. 556 NATO. Thank you for the super chat. Says, do you think the U.S. government has any other choice but to return to sound money after the BRICS nations decouple from the dollar? No, they will do the CB. They're going to run that. They're going to do until they have no choice. But they do have a choice. They're a central bank digital currency. They want to be able to control. They have so much invested in it. BRICS nations decoupling from the dollar will not bring the dollar down. Let me repeat that. The BRICS nations decoupling from the dollar, even if all of them do, which is Brazil, you've got India, China, Russia. You know, think about it. The Russian economy is the size of Italy, so they're almost, they're not coupled with the dollar now anyway. They're pretty much already decoupled. Egypt is trying to decouple. Saudi Arabia may be decoupling soon, if it's not already happened. Some say that it's going to be happening soon. But even if all of them do, then that does not mean that the dollar is dead, and that they will back it up with gold yet. They will do the CBDC, and that is what they're going to do. They're banking on it. They're already heading into it at a fast pace. I did a video very recently about something called Fed Now, which is the foundation for central bank digital currency. Check out that video and see what I'm talking about. I owe you 5 push-ups. So thank you so much. Here we go. Let's do 5 push-ups. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 5, 6, NATO. Yes, indeed. And since it's a NATO round that doesn't have depleted uranium tips, and they're not hollow points, all right? Because that would break NATO standards, right? All right, Unidrummer says, there isn't any move in the value of gold. Your money has lost another $300 an ounce in value. That's definitely the paradigm shift, the way to think about it. That's thinking in terms of ounces, not dollars. That's right. Thank you. Yes, thank you again, 556 NATO. Appreciate it so much. And we've got Constitutional Stacker. We're stackers. We hold physical assets. We always win, brother, even when we lose. That's right. Exactly. True that. That's right. And we've got Stephanie Alex. DeSantis says no to Big Brother controlling us. But he's banning books, controlling women's body, and against gays. Actually, you're wrong on all of those things. He's not banning any books. He's just saying that, hey, let's not introduce pornography to kindergartners through 3rd grade. And let's just keep them out of the schools, okay? I don't think that's unreasonable. He's not controlling women's bodies by any stretch of the imagination. Women can do whatever they want with their bodies. And he may be pro-life, but there's a woman's body inside of a woman's body. He's protecting that woman's body too. So he's by no means controlling women's body. And he's not against gays, not at all. There's no policy anywhere, and I speak for Ron DeSantis about this when I say that there's no policy that he's ever proposed that is against gays. I challenge you to find me any policy that he has said about being against gays. Name me one. All right, let's see here. Very good. All right, let's see here. And Numismatic Stacker, this is the guy you want to check out. He knows a lot about Morgan silver dollars. I do not feel our country has enough gold to back up this new global digital currency. They're going to have to kick the can down the road and try to find another alternative to make it work. Yes. Well, and the thing is yeah, I mean, it's not about enough gold to back up a currency. It's about how deflated the currencies are, or devalued, how they've devalued the currencies. I really think that's the bottom line there. But hey, Robert E. Lee is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Silver Honda says, I love my Governor DeSantis. I don't want DeSantis to run for U.S. presidency. I want him to stay as my Florida governor. I can understand that sentiment for sure. He's done an amazing job in Florida. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Susan Pitts. I recorded this video here. Susan Pitts. He's proposed a law preventing direct-to-consumer CBDCs. But the thing is, I have to look at the legislation that's proposed, but he makes a distinction there. He ought to just introduce legislation, just ban it completely, even between institutions. That's the one thing I don't like about it. But if you watch this video, The Fight Against CBDC, I talk about it in that video and what was proposed and what he said about it. Anna Johnson, if big government can't manage the tax money, do you think they can manage your money? No, exactly. Good point. But the thing is that they can control where the money goes. And you give government enough power, they will become very effective at wielding that power. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Let's march ahead here. Unidrummer, we must resist CBDCs at any cost. If the government gets away with this, we're all finished. We must demand that governors ban this in all 50 states. 23 states have already. If you think it's bad now, wait until you try to buy gold with your CBDC card gets frozen. Exactly, that's right. Gonna be bad. Going to be bad. And last UK, Big Bud. Put me in the front line, brother. I hope you're well. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Very kind of you. And well-rounded wild ones. Come on out with gold, country, and I will help you dig your own gold out of the ground. There you go. Tell you what, it would be fun adventure to go mining for gold sometime or prospecting for gold. I know of somebody that actually does that, and it'd be neat. And I've obviously seen some shows. We probably all have seen some shows about prospecting for gold. A lot of hard work, for sure. Shadow Work says, Ron DeShill boasts that Florida is a Second Amendment state, but there's no open carry unless hunting or fishing. And Florida has pythons, gators, crocs, and every Florida man conveniently says he's against direct consumer CBDC, but that's not how the CBD is all set up. It's designed to be from the Fed to banks. Fed now is a direct-to-consumer program, and the Fed. All right. Yeah, but the thing is, Shadow Work, eventually CBDCs will be going to the consumer. That's the ultimate end game for it all. And I'm saying that it should not be set up at all. It should not be from the Fed to the banks either, in my view. Let's see here. He also says, with my dad owning a salvage yard and my stepfather being a scrap metal dealer, I see all metals to be precious. I collect copper, lead, stainless steel, aluminum, and a whole variety of metals. They all are definitely valuable for sure. Yes, indeed. All right. Florida has red flag laws. I did not know that. Wow. And I didn't know that there was not open carry there. Wow. And Judith and Dan Davis is here. Good to see you. All right. Silverstruck. I'm glad to hear CBDCs are not embraced by all our politicians. There is hope. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Silverstruck. Kevin Sharp. Sal, I bought a 2017 Gold Krugerrand, which was the anniversary year, the 50th anniversary year, if I'm not mistaken. It's got the 50 privy mark on this little pullback at 1950. That is awesome. Yes. You got the privy mark. That's a cool coin. Yes, indeed. Hello, Ken D. Good to see you. Stay out of jail. That's right. Colonic Stacker. What will Carl Childers say about CBDCs? I reckon we'd like to... this digital currency. I reckon I'll take me some of the big ones. I want me some CBDCs. I want to be controlled. I guess that's the way I like to be. I like to be looked after. I want every transaction to be seen. I want a social credit score. I want to be a good boy. All right. The bill is in the House. Okay, very good. Thank you, Rick Engler. So maybe it'll be passed. Hopefully so. Open carry in Florida would be nice. Very good. Daryl, Hello, Slurp. Sorry to bother you. I'm just wondering, did you see that Silver Seekers video? It's Daryl. I've done a video on that. I'll have to check it out. But I've searched my channel. Daryl, I encourage you to search my channel. And hopefully Daryl will come by. And he never comes to the lives. But if you go to my channel and scroll all the way to the right and type Mint ID in there, you were going to see there. Mint ID Silver Round Test, a shocking result at the end. I did this 2 years ago, where I reviewed it, and you wait till you see what happens in there. I'll have to check out the Silver Seekers video, but he probably came up with the same results that I did 2 years ago, likely on it. So, Daryl, if you ever want to know if I've ever seen something like that, check out, just search on the channel like I showed you there, and you will see there. Very good. All right. My Silver Journey, I'm with you, 100%, Sal. Thank you, my Silver Journey. Appreciate that. Jason Nelson, regardless of what everyone says, CBDCs are coming. Why? Because we have a corrupt government that is controlled by outside entities. Well, heck, they're controlled by inside entities. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't need a shadow government. It's all out in the open right now. Anyways, let's see here. Yep, Silver Wolverine, I wrote my representative on the USCC legislation. Still have not heard back from him. And I tried to call another one. I tried to call the other one that represents my area too, but I encourage you all to call your representatives about the UCC legislation that will redefine money to incorporate cryptocurrencies and stable coins as money, which is the opening everything up to central bank digital currencies. Bad news around. All right. James Real says DeSantis wouldn't even be a governor without Trump's endorsement. He's not a leading contender. 2024 will be the return of the king, in my opinion, Sal. Well, yep. DeSantis does owe credit to Trump for campaigning for him, and it was a very close race, albeit. And I think without Trump's endorsement, he wouldn't have gotten very far. However, I think the way Trump is attacking DeSantis is absolutely ridiculous and is going to only hurt him, not help him. He's hurting himself with these attacks against DeSantis. Some of them are just completely way out there, off base. There's ways to you could attack him on the Second Amendment. Like he hasn't been as proactive on that. That's one legitimate thing, like somebody else said. But don't say he was a groomer. I mean, that was ridiculous. Anyways, but we know Trump had, he's done some things like that during the 2015 and 16 primaries too, with Ted Cruz and others. So it doesn't surprise me at all. And he was weathered it there. He got through it then, but it may not work this time. That's the thing. And I'm rooting for Trump. Actually, I prefer Trump over DeSantis, believe it or not. But if Trump doesn't get it and DeSantis does, I'm fine with that too. Let's see here. So T-Girl, yesterday I deposited more money in my bullion account. I bought some gold and feeling very comfortable. Also bought some titanium bullion. And to pick up other metals. I'm willing to give up and buy my love lubes to be financially safe. Now, that is dedication, T-Girl Amber. That is dedication. Big hugs to you. And T-Girl, I hope you see this response. Because since you bought some titanium bullion, I want you to go to my channel and scroll all the way to the right and type in titanium in the search bar and check out what comes up. A 1 kilo titanium bar. And also an American Silver Eagle made of titanium too. So yeah, I bought some titanium. That's why they call this the Salivate Metal channel. I'm not limited to just silver, gold, platinum, palladium, or even rhodium. Yep, I even got some titanium bullion. Yes, neat. I hope you'll check that out. And very good. Oh, and Cybercurtain Twitcher's done a video on Mint ID rounds too. So check out the link that he posted for that. You can open up a new tab. Tucson Bubba is here, complete with the bourbon pump. There's Tucson Bubba. Appreciate that. Good to see you. And we've got Andy Bosick here. Let's see what Andy Bosick has to say. I think if DeSantis runs for president, it will split the Republican vote. Instead, he should run with Trump as Trump's potential vice president instead of the Judas Mike Pence, and Nikki Haley should be Secretary of State. And that would be cool. Nikki Haley would make a great Secretary of State, and Ron DeSantis would be a great vice president. However, Mike Pence was not a traitor. Mike Pence had no choice on January 6th than to do what he did. There's a whole lot of reasons why. I don't want to get into it now, but Mike Pence was actually thrown under the bus by Trump, and that is unfortunate. And by the way, I'm completely behind Trump running for president, and he's my first pick too. But I don't like how he treated Mike Pence. I don't like that. Anyways. All right. Hey, thank you so much. Let's slurp for Tucson Bubba for the coffee fund. Thank you, brother. Here we go. All right. But I'm with you on your picks, Andy. I definitely would like DeSantis, and he should run with him. That would be nice. But one thing we know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, is that DeSantis will run for president. He'll probably announce in May, but it's coming. It's coming. No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin legal tender. That's right. Exactly, Andy. Actually, wait till you hear my video tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Hey, Nan, Double X is here. Good to see you. All right. And we've got Gold and Silver says, all this is a little too late. These people saw this coming a long time ago, and now they're doing something. Give me a break. Well, Gold and Silver, I hear you, and I understand you're right. But the thing is it's not really. In politics, it takes some things to get into the news cycle before people even care about it. Some of this stuff won't even get into committee, much less get out of committee until it becomes a buzz. See what I'm saying? So that's why this is happening now and not before then. All right. All right. Thank you, Silver Patriot, FGNS. Good to see you. Thank you. There was an interesting comment the other day. The person thought numismatic would not hold as well as bullion, but if we go digital, numismatics could boom. Yeah. Interesting. That is possible. Yeah. Oh, Ken D says, DeSantis is on record saying, if Trump runs, I won't. I'll have to explain that one for real. Interesting. Now, I didn't know that. That is interesting. Okay. Okay, I did not realize that. Okay, very interesting. I didn't know he said that. Yeah, he would have to explain that for sure. He would definitely have to explain that for sure. All right. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Let's see. You guys are wonderful. Thanks for being here tonight, by the way, with me. And we've got the Exeter Beekeeper. I like that name, Exeter Beerkeeper. Thumbs up for your channel. Thumbs down to Cbdc. Thank you, Exeter. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. All right. Very good. Captain Slurpula. There you go, Jeff Nelson. Thank you, sir. All right. One of many are here. Good to see you. And Mariana Colser says, thank you, Uncle Sal. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ron Miller, my currency says, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. CBDCs by design make all private debts public. That's right. Good point. Good point. Good point. Slurpinski, that's right, Slurpinski. Explanation, I changed my mind. All right. On what? I'm trying to think of what you changed your mind on. Gold and silver. What I need to do is file a one. Oh, hold on a second. I think he's saying what I need to do is file Article 1, Section 10 motions at the federal courthouse down the street. I would first ask them what Article 3, Section 2 jurisdiction I am in. All right, there you go, gold and silver. Good thinking. Yeah, I'm with you, JHY616. That would have been nice. That was the way it should have been, for sure. And Orphan, Charmander. Social credit is what to keep the poor rise and let the corrupt and criminals fall. Our America corrupt to the bone. It's what keep the poor rise and let the corrupt criminals fall. And America corrupt to the bone. You're asking it as a question or is that a statement? I'm not sure. Evers Way. Freaking love it. I was hoping the people were going to stand up against this. I wasn't sure since the power was pretty much given to the government decades ago. It's going to be a big battle for sure, especially with Fed Now being implemented in July and legitimized starting in April. Quantitative easing and the discount window for banks has been 160 billion plus for 2 weeks now. It was 10 billion a week prior and peaked at 120 billion during the Great Recession. Yes. Wow. Crazy. Man. Thank you, Nathan. Urban D has been a citizen for 5 months. Thank you. Stereo slurp for the ladies in the chat. Yes, indeed. All right, here's a little slurp for us. Here we go in stereo. Thank you for being a member, Urban D. Appreciate that. We've got Susan Pitts. All right. Susan Pitts says the following here. Senators need to read every word of the executive orders and bills that are being rammed down our throats. CBDCs will be hidden in the fine print of banking agreements as well. That's exactly right. Every word must be scrutinized because that's how they do it. You remember what Nancy Pelosi once said? We must first pass the bill before we can find out what is in it, or so that we can find out what is in it. How insane is that? But that's where we are at. It's crazy. John Bethia, I don't believe in central banks' devil coins. This will be the regulation of our lives. We will be like an animal in a cage. Indeed, that's right. That's where it is. That's where it is. It's Orwellian to the core. No question about it. Pretty sure a lot of vaults around the world have bags of rocks instead of PMs. I do not believe Fort Knox has ever been audited. It has in 1954. And there was an open media thing in 1974, I believe, and but that was not an audit. And there is audits that happened there, but they're not public audits. They're not transparent audits. Hello, Robert Federer. Welcome. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Jay Hart is still with us. Welcome. And Nan Double X is still hanging with us tonight, which I appreciate. Honig, indeed, we will win. Resist, keep stacking. And that's the silent protest we can do, is to stack on and preserve our wealth, preserve our purchasing power. Empowers us, indeed. Mike Kitten is a grandmaster. We definitely don't need any more virtual coins created. The world has been doing fine with the currency they have. Well, the thing is they don't, you see this physical dollar here, they've digitized a lot of these things, a whole heck of a lot of them. And they can do that without creating this velocity of money, because a lot of that goes overseas into derivative markets and into, Wall Street. Okay, Despoinaire, I think that's how you say that. Says the following here. Happy to see you branching out from metals to CBDCs. Wondering if you have considered discussing the health benefits of silver. Despoinaire, you are new here, but I have done a lot of videos about the science and health benefits of silver. I encourage you to search my channel for uses of silver. If you go all the way to the go to my channel page, and I'll show you how to do that. Yes, there's definitely been some geopolitical movements with attacks in Syria today, and it's getting messy with Iran, which has been proven to be behind them. That is something else to see. So if you type in uses for silver on the channel, 21 incredible uses for silver is one to check out. 101 uses of silver. The effects of silver and water, lots of different things on silver. And in there, I'll talk about the medicinal benefits as well. You can see from that thumbnail as well there too. So I hope you will check that out. And by the way, these geopolitical events, like what happened in Syria, it wouldn't take much for that to really blow up and have an effect on precious metals, for sure. Coins A to Z is here. Good to see you, sir. Welcome. Glad you're here. Skull Guy, I'm concerned that I won't have access to life-saving medications if I'm out traveling and no access to gasoline. I can't return home if I be stuck. Yep. I'm not sure exactly. I'm trying to think of what the context of that is, but anyways. Oh, look at this, folks. Captain Joe Fred has just become an honorary citizen of the Salivation Nation. Very nice of you, sir. It's not very often we get volunteer members joining us. So he wasn't drafted by a gift. Captain Joe Fred joined. Thank you. Everybody welcome Captain Joe Fred, just like JM Unleashed did. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. And let's see here. Chris Paul, tell and explain the CBDC evil to all friends and family. The sheep won't figure it out alone. That's right. And I did explain some of it in the video there. But central bank digital currencies essentially provide a way to be able to track purchases and be able to limit, prohibit, and encourage and transactions at the whim of the Federal Reserve and politicians, by the way, by proxy. And all right, 44th ALA. I think this is one of your best videos. Wow, well, that's very kind of you. It's great that you shared your past mistakes and your perspective. Thank you. Yes, if you've not seen this video, especially if you're a new silver and gold stacker, I hope you will check that out. It's called Important Message to New Silver and Gold Stackers in These Uncertain Times. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. His invisibleness is here. I believe silver nitrate is used for bleeding also. Yes, probably so. Right. It's amazing how many different things silver is used for and can be used for. It is an amazing metal. It is the most versatile metal in the periodic table. So it is colloidal silver as well. Fiddlemaster J. Cryptocurrency sounds like something I would find in a tomb. Yeah, that's actually a good point. It does kind of remind me of that. Cryptic. I would. It opens the door to crypto bills. Will I have to pay crypto bills when I'm dead? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you pay taxes after you die too, right? So, likely so. Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Captain Joe Fred. Appreciate you signing up. And thank you, NanXXX. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I tell you what, when I hear and see folks like you interacting with me, it makes it worth it every single minute. And I really do appreciate you guys very, very much. We were supposed to get other scammers to call us, but they've not. We've not had any other scammers call us tonight. And that's okay. About how much of a trader Gretchen Whit? No, I've not seen that. Whoa. Oh, no, but it doesn't. I was thinking Christy Nome. No, okay, yeah, no, not Gretchen Whitmer, but I'd like to see that. Yeah, email it to me. Silver nitrate on a Q-tip will stop bleeding when put in a cup. Wow, I did not know that. That's wild. Progressive metal is the most versatile metal. Yes, indeed, it sure is. There's progressive metal. There can be death metal vocals in progressive metal. There can be chunky, hard riffs. There can be the kinds of riffs that are slow and doomy. I mean, it can incorporate a lot of different styles, tempos, speeds, and really cool. All right. Hot-headed Joel. Let's see here. Let me get to this. There we go. Do you think for 1 minute this government will stop CBDCs? This government could say, you can't use anything outside of our system, conduct business. We would use gold and silver if there were a 10-year prison sentence for do so. They don't want anyone operating outside of their system. Do you think they'll just tell us to do as we please? Well, make no mistake, people will operate in an underground market with it, no matter what the threat is, because they don't want to be tracked by the government. It's unconstitutional, and damn the consequences, really. If they do something like that, we are going to transact, and I would definitely take part of it, even if it was a prison sentence for doing it. This is why I've got it. I've invested a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in these precious metals. I'm going to put them to use if that comes to it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. All right. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate that, sir. Very kind of you. Yeah, I like speed metal, thrash, and power metal with a progressive edge to it. Let's see here. All right, Anxious Stacker. I'm really glad to see that it's not just going to go through without a hitch. Definitely not going to comply, and it's up to us to stand in its way. Thanks for bringing this info, Sal. And good luck for them enforcing everything about it, too. Good luck in them trying to find and squash the underground market to do transactions. Yes, indeed. All we got to do is pull up Article 1, Section 10, and we'll have it in there. All right, Kevin Sharp. Sal, I'm very torn on the CBDCs. It's definitely coming worldwide. So I'm really bullish on XRP. I have a bucks in it. This can be awful for people, but as a pure stacker play, it can help us also be on the outside of the system. That's right. Yep. All right. Armor of God is needed. That's right. MYC odd app. Thank you. That's right. Inflate the debt away. Everything will be reset. And, that's how, and it probably will. They're going to reset the whole system. And that's going to give, quote, people confidence because they may just totally wipe out our debt. You know what I mean? I could see them doing that and reset the value of everything. And they'll pass it off as like, okay, you come to CBDCs, and for every $1 that you transfer into the new system, we'll give you 5 of ours back. And they're going to be worth a whole heck of a lot more than 5 of your original dollars. They'll do it like that, and people will just flock to it. They will just flock to it like crazy. Kevin Sharp, quick question. I served in Iraq. Thank you for your service. Big time for your service. Thank you so much. Does the U.S. have Saddam's gold? We appropriated tons in 2003. The other day was 20-year anniversary. Well, again, Kevin Sharp, I cannot thank you enough for your service, for serving in Iraq. That had to be tough, serving in that theater, for sure. I don't know if we have it or not. That's a good question. I don't know. All right, thank you. I don't have it yet, but I'll check it after. Okay, there it is. I'll check it out here sometime after the weekend. Thank you, Silver Wolverine. Defrozen Dog. Let's see here. Let me get to this to make this happen. It isn't about trade, it's about control. After all, they're for the little guy, right? I imagine all government bennies and assistance will come through the new money. They would have half the nation in the palm of their hand, and probably even more than that. Food assistance, housing assistance, all the Social Security, on and on. Maybe even universal basic income for a good many people. That's how they'll do it. All right. KS on this video about central bank digital currencies, the fight of them. Hold on a second here. Dang, I hate when it does this. The black market economy will always find a way to get around slickery politician tax laws. That's right. And that's exactly what would happen. And they would be hard pressed to stop it, because even if 30% of us did it, it would be a big deal. Too big to stop. People will work for cash, commodity to trade. Sunday afternoons are pure cash profit, under the table, good buddy, tax-free favors all day long. Need your wife's kitchen remodeled to look like Martha Stewart's? There you go. Exactly right. Thank you. Gas Grill has been a channel member for 24 months. Thank you, Gas Grill. Appreciate that, my friend. Very kind of you, sir. And Michael Phillip is here. Good to see Michael Phillip. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joe says, let me get to this and do that and grab this so that I can do this. Silver is so cheap right now with reasonable premiums on quality private mints. If we can imagine silver at $50, then it currently exceeds 50% discount. Not suggesting cashing an IRA, but occasional additions to a deep stack will do well. Good luck waiting for a pullback below $20. That ship has sailed. That's right. In fact, I pretty much was resigned to the fact and made a mistake in a video saying that, hey, we're going to see it again, where not too long before that I said, you know, we're likely not going to see below $20 an ounce. But everything was heading that way. That's how crazy these markets are, for sure. And we've got Celtic 15C. Says 100% spot on. Thank you, brother. We can't just take this crap shoveled down our throats. Be proactive. Write, call, email your reps. Some will listen, some won't. But you can't whine about a liberal and do nothing. That's right. We got to be active. Right. Thank you, Ron Bell, for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. We are right at 150, which was our goal tonight. And I didn't even have to say a whole lot about it. But thank you so much. Let's explore, says Saj Habib. Thank you, Saj. Thank you for being here tonight. As we're marching on through the next comment from Nickel Stacking. And let's see what Nickel Stacking says here. Is Nickel Stacking still with us in this live stream? He says, does DeSantis have a state currency? Because if the federal boys say use this or you don't play, Florida would be crippled. No federal funds and no way Florida can pay its bills, so no money for license plates, state taxes, etc. So it is one thing to say, kiss my left butt cheeks, feds, and actually getting around cashless dollars. Yeah, that's a good point. They'd have to navigate that. My guess is he's probably thought about it. We're not there yet. You know, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. And maybe it's the one thing where, you know, Florida would do what some of these other states have done and make gold and silver legal tender. Maybe that's why some of these other states are doing just that. So if you make gold and silver legal tender in your state, then, hey, you just go to sound money. You just go straight to sound money as a state and say, screw you, feds. Screw you, feds. We're going to use real money. But good question, Nichols, and that's definitely food for thought. Jake. Hold on a second here. We've got to find a way to do this. Okay, here we go. Jake says, I wouldn't pin my hopes on any fickle politicians, on any party. Their opinion changes with the wind, and what they think will get them elected. In the end, the federal government will just sanction the states that don't comply by withholding federal funding, which is kind of the same thing that Nickel Stacking has said, and that's where they moved to sound money legislation to recognize gold and silver as money. And then boom, there you got it. Because if they do that, Jake and Nickel Stacking, if they withhold federal funding, they have essentially de facto abandoned a state. They have abandoned a state. If they abandon a state, then that means that state becomes a nation. And they can secede from the union. And by the way, states legally can secede from the union. And so that's what I would do. Then they can print their own money, have their own constitution, and boom shalaka. That's what would happen. Tucson Bubba, nice presentation. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that very, very much. Richard Metcalf. Let's see. Richard Metcalf says the following here. There are times when we have to fight to protect our freedom. This is one of those times. The citizens must lead the charge. Everyone should contact the representatives on both sides of the state and federal level. If the wheel squeaks loud enough, maybe the whole CBDC will get greased. Don't be afraid to make a few phone calls. That's right, exactly. All right. Get a little chaser here. Just finished the coffee. Now I'm in water mode. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do another set of push-ups here. I got to get the blood flowing. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more push-ups. I hope you guys don't mind. All right, here we go. Number more push-ups. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, we haven't done many tonight. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do them. One way or the other. We're going to do them. All right. DeSantis has built the largest state budget surplus in the country. Is ready to be cut off. That's right. There you go. That's a very good point. Yep, he won't need that funding. Very good. 79 is here. Good to see 79. All right. Nickel stacking. The answer is a new federation of states. I figured 30 states would join in. Hey, there you go. Man, that's exactly, yeah, that's the same thought process I came to. Wow, nickel stacking. I like it. Mostly southern states and central states. The good news is most U.S. military bases are in the south. I doubt if California and northern states would survive long without the southern states. Most vegetables and fruits are grown in the south. These states could start a gold standard currency and use goldbacks and silverbacks. There you go. Exactly. That's the answer to your other thing. I like it. Boom. Have a new confederation of states. Very good. I like it. That's brilliant. Man, we're thinking right on the same thing there. Dricket1, good to see you. We're just chilling like Bob Dylan over here. Appreciate you joining in. No IQ says, never give up, never surrender. That's right, brother. Amen. Amen to that. Well-rounded wild ones. The amount of cash in banks backing up the dollar indicates even the paper dollars have been devalued digitally. Fiat on top of fiat. That's exactly right. Yep, crazy, crazy. There we go. All right, let's see here. Ram Charger. After 16 years, I was kicked out of the military for not being vaccinated. The woke government is destroying this country, and that's a shame. I tell you what, they need to repeal those mandates if they haven't done so already, and get you back in there pronto. That is a disservice, and they knew all along that it wasn't going to actually stop the virus. In fact, it barely adds any protection at all. So I'm sorry, Ram Charger, and thank you for your service. As an American who has benefited from your service, that is a slap in the face, and it's a shame. Big E, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Very good. And we've got Robbie on yesterday's video says the following, and I quote, I want to buy more gold and silver, but these prices are pushing me away. However, I think at this point, and with things going on with our government, any price is a good time to buy. Yeah, and I understand that sentiment, and I would agree with it, but just be careful thinking that sentiment too much, because seriously, I don't know what the markets are going to do next week. If we have another situation like we had in March 2020, they could tank. They could crash. And then you'll be like, whoa. And there is a possibility that things might go back to some sort of normalcy. And that normalcy will be different than what previous normal times are. However, it would we could see precious metal fall. And so just be prepared that could happen, is what I'm saying. But anyways. All right. There's Freight Grinder. Let's see here. Let's get this. Before we get to Freight Grinder's comment, we're going to make this happen here. As I want to at least get to where Benjamin Franklin was born. We've got to do that, right? 1706. That's when Benjamin Franklin was born. If you guys didn't know that, type the number 17. All right. George Gammon, YouTube content creator, has an interesting perspective on the topic of understanding CBDCs in a short video. And don't entirely agree, but it behooves us all to have a deeper into the subject. The primary purpose of being confused in the matter, which is generally the underlying reason for most poor decisions. Unfortunately, our political system has a long history of making its biggest and most important decisions in both crisis and with little information, signing massive and major bills without reading them first. Exactly right. Federal Reserve Bank knows this. They're going to use the ignorance of people with these massive bills and inject this language in there. It's insane. All right. Bourbon Stacker. Tucson Bubby, are you still here? There's a guy named Bourbon Stacker. I love it. It's pretty cool. Says, look at HR 1122, CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act in the House. It was introduced a month ago, but appears to be sitting without action. Okay, interesting. All right. Very good. Interesting. All right. Let's see here. Eagle Steve is here. Thank you, Eagle Steve, for popping in. I appreciate the thumbs up and for being here tonight. As we go to Mutant Rife, he was first on the video about how silver blew my mind today. Yes, indeed. We'd be rich if our government didn't tax us so much and pay interest on the debt for things we couldn't afford in the first place and likely didn't need. That's right, exactly. Zardoz is here with a thumbs up. Thank you, Zardoz. All right, and Joker's Wild says, thanks, Sal, great video. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, my friend. Had fun with this one. Nickel Stacking. Yeah, and he's a big nickel fan. And he says, nickel was up 4%, finished down, so silver 1 cent up. I mean, nickel dropped 4% in 1 hour. It was like 2020 elections. Wow. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Yes, indeed. What movement we saw in the markets today. And actually, by the time I had uploaded this video and published it, it was up 11 cents. Crazy. That was pretty good. Luke F. Silver's at 23.31 as I watch this video. Pretty good news. Well, you're probably looking at a bullion dealer website where they overstate the price. Susan Pitts, what would it take for the ratio to drop into the 60s? War, probably. Not necessarily. It did get there fairly recently into the high 60s. But I forgot what it was that actually did that. Maybe during the silver squeeze movements. But anyways. All right. Louis, silver, 23 certainly doesn't sound like too much in relation to $2,000 gold. I think I'll be happy with this price for now. Yes, indeed, that's right. It is not much. But what it is, Louis Silver, that got me excited is the fact that it stayed up today. You know what I mean? That was when all the other metals fell, it held its own. And CCT is not too concerned about what silver does. But I sure would like to see gold move one way or the other so I can get my dollar cost average down from its current position. No, I hear you. Yep. I hear you. Very good. All right, let's see if I can get a little bit more water in here. Can I donate crypto? I took those links out now because I haven't really even been on it for a long time, but there's PayPal, friends and family. The links are still in there, but I don't think they work anymore. I need to get those things out of there. I don't think those links work. But the PayPal link, if you're interested, is down there, and I appreciate your consideration. But thank you so much. All right. And I do have it open here if it does come through. And what I do for crypto, for PayPal donations, if it's friends and family, I do 2 push-ups per dollar donated there. So thank you very much. All right. All right, let's move forward, but thank you, sir. Chase Moore, I will be buying silver when it is at $20.30 spot. All right. Well, if it goes down, good time to buy for you. Freight Grinder says here. The following. January 31st, February 1st, FOMC saw spot correct thereafter, but the December 13th, 14th FOMC saw silver spot move upwards following the meeting through the rest of the month. I think much of that was due to being the holiday as well as the end of the year. We'll see. Nice to see Chuck get some help from the community. Too bad this isn't true for everyone, especially when one needs to move 300 ounces. Yes, I hear you. Thank you, sir. Very good. All right. Silver Stanger is here. Hello, Silver Stanger. Good to see you, brother. And Judith and Dan Davis. Love the looks of the turtles. Just bought a tube of the 1.25 ounce Rose Crown Guineas. There are the best looking coins I own. That's awesome. Well, stay tuned because I think I'm going to be doing a video on that one very soon. All right. Thank you, Judith and Dan Davis. Richard Metcalf. Silver's up and you got rid of the ding. Life is good. That's right. Exactly. Ding is gone. All right. Jared Johnson says here. I'm glad I'm working on a new full-time year-round job with the benefits so I can convert more fiat into metals. Haven't even got my first check yet and I already added 4 ounces silver to the stack and thought of a way to accumulate gold based on my budget. I would be able to afford a 10th ounce coin per month, which would have me over an ounce in a year. Well, good job, Jared. I'm just saying, watch your congratulations on the new job, and don't get ahead of yourself. Just be fiscally responsible with your bills and stuff like that, but you're doing good, and congratulations on the new job, and congratulations on your stacking journey. All right. Still bought my 68 Mustang. That's right. That's why he's a silver stanger. That's awesome, brother. Way to go. All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Judith, and I appreciate you taking the time to comment, and thank you for being here. All right. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a video on that coin, I think, if it's the one I'm thinking of. I've got the 1 ounce version of that, but the 1.25 ounce is something that I'm going to be talking about fairly soon. All right, let's do Count Derpula here. Let's see here. He ain't disappointed. My silver of gold is worth more than I paid. Silver is just doing its thing. Do-de-do on the way up. Silver makes the CEOs and the giants and PMs move aside because they don't have the expertise of diversity. There are applications that only silver can fill, and they are countless. Silver is only down about 9% on the year's high. Other than that, only the 2011, the 13, and 2022 highs take anything away. 30-plus spot melt isn't off the table for 2023. I wouldn't expect bank failures to just stop. It's terrible now how silver and gold only do well when banks fail. But then again, that's 110 plus years of hindsight. That's true. That's right. Be their pancakes. Thank you, Count Derpula. Always appreciate your thoughts on that for sure. Very good. Well, folks, you may have seen me pop over here on the channel and search things that people have asked about if I've seen videos on or done videos on. But we're going to play a little game. For those of you who don't know, I've got almost 5,900 videos. In fact, here it says 5.8 thousand videos here on the channel. Yeah, I know I don't have much of a life, but anyways, that means that likely you can search for anything in the search box and something will pop up. It might be a fun game to play to see what pops up. But yes, I guess Judith and Dan Davis, that is the one. Stay tuned. I'll be doing a video on that. So anyways, so what we're going to do here is we're going to play a fun little game. And what it is we're going to find the craziest search terms possible to see what kind of videos pop up on my channel. Here's how it works. You will come up with a search term after 3 pluses before it. So you put 3 pluses in front of your search term like this, only after I type the word go, okay? Only after I type the word go. and then, but there's only 2 rules that are associated with it. No more than 3 words, and they must be actual words from the English language, no proper names, and it can be a little bit saucy, it can be crazy, wild, wonky, just not overly vulgar. So with that being said, let me know. Put in your search term right now. Go. Let's see. We're going to pick the craziest one we can think of, and let's see what pops up here. All right. All right, let's see what we've got here. And let's see here. All right. Okay. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Stoppity stop. Stop. Let me put I'm not as quick with this to put a stop signal thing. I know Jam Unleashed is good at that. But there's a stop. There, Jam Unleashed has got it. There's a stop. I need to figure out how to get that to pop up quickly. But thank you. All right, so let's see here. All right, now somebody emailed me about this, and because I had done a video about it in the past, but we're going to take Richard Metcalf's gold worm. Gold worm is the search term. Let's see what pops up for gold worm. Boom shalaka, devil worm in the deepest gold mine. And here's one, silver found in worm poop too. But the first one to come up is devil worm in the deepest gold mine. So this, I forget exactly what this, but this is a good one. This is from 4 years ago with a different intro. So yes, pretty wild. So there it is, deep gold mine devil worm. So our esteemed JM Unleashed will post a link to this video. And what you'll do is you'll watch this video, devil worm in the deepest gold mine. Let me know what you think about it. Put the search term in the comments, gold worm, and that you are visiting from this live stream, this is a way to check out some of the older videos on the channel. Yes, indeed. Fun times indeed. So that's how we do it. Fun indeed. And you can also search the term and find this other video too, because I did a video about silver found in worm poop. Somebody else sent me something like that with regards to gold and too. So I may do another video about that, but it's pretty cool. The global warmer is here. Good to see global warmer. So there you have it. Fun stuff. Devil worm in the deepest gold mine. Let's see here. So as soon as he posts that, I'll pin it. All right. Terry cannot leave yet. Do not leave yet, Terry. I forbid it. I forbid it. There it is. All right, there you go. Good job. JM Unleashed, he always comes up with the cleverest emoticons to put next to it. Devil worm in the deepest gold mine. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Hey, no worries. I know it takes some time to find this clever emoticons. You were the man. Appreciate it. And check out JM Unleashed channel as well, too. He's awesome. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. So there you have it. And thank you guys for being here tonight. We had a wonderful time. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, but I want to leave you with this sage piece of advice. You're going to love this. It's going to serve you well in life. And that is to keep your feet in the stars, keep reaching for the ground. Stay tuned Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be back to check out these markets. I think it's going to be crazy. All right, have a good night all. Take care.